Hi, I have one sweet, one salty, and one red bean having here, thank you.
Okay.
Tau Sa Piah is a flaky, buttery pastry filled with sweet or savoury mung bean paste, baked fresh every morning here in this old-school bakery in Balestier Road. People say that Tau Sa Piah is very old school, but to me, it plays a very big role in Singapore's food culture. My name's Ian Goh. I'm a chef and an educator. Cooking is my passion. I've spent years studying and working as a chef, fusing heritage cuisine into fine dining, and now I teach it too. I'm a proud new resident of Balestier, and this is where history, heritage, and great food come together. (603) Tau Sa Piah is a family-run bakery situated in a row of shophouses on Balestier Road. Making Tau Sa Piah is more than a recipe, it's a craft. The dough is rolled thin, folded with care, and packed with painstakingly handmade fillings. Wow, this is some really good Tau Sa Piah.
Balestier Road is well known for its traditional food. Our Tau Sa Piah is not as buttery as others, and we have more flavors compared to others as well.
603 Tau Sa Piah gives a classic favourite a modern twist. In a neighbourhood where old traditions still shape everyday life. But this is just one small part of Balestier's culture. Balestier Road sits right in central Singapore, surrounded by housing estates and shophouses. Landmarks like the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall and the Go Cho Tua Pei Kong Taoist Temple keep Balestier's old world charm alive alongside rapid change. But of course, one of the first things I did as a new resident was go on a food hunt. The hawker centre and market in the Whampoa estate is very popular with the Balestier residents, and for today, I'm actually going to eat some Siam, which I discovered the other day. There's a whole variety of local food here in this market, an absolute joy for any foodie. But I'm here for Robert Siam. Now there's usually a long queue at Robert's Siam because who doesn't like good food at great prices? Hello auntie, one Siam. The name Siam loosely translates to Siamese noodles, a nod to the Thai-influenced flavours of tamarind, lime and spice that defines this dish.
Our Siam is the traditional one. We put Assam, peanut and soya bean. Only 3 items. You know why we keep our price so low? Because our customer are our regular customer.
Thank you so much, auntie.
Have a nice day.
You too as well. Robert's version is slightly lighter version, but we can feel the sourness coming through from the tamarind as well, and I really like it. As a chef, I love Siam because it's humble yet complex. That mix of sweet, sour, and spicy tells you everything about Singapore's food culture in one bowl. Time for a walk down my favourite road in Balestier. This is Martaban Road, a peaceful, narrow lane lined with shophouses. It's just off the busy main Balestier Road. These are actually pre-war shophouses, built in the 1920s and 40s, and they actually resemble how life used to be back in the day. From the wooden shutters to the old tiles. I've shown you a lot of old Balestier. Now, let me take you to see its more modern face. As a chef, I've always been drawn to places where I can appreciate other people's craft. Today, I'm meeting Justin, the owner of Caveman Social, a butchery that's also a restaurant and wine bar. I'm always in search of great ingredients, so I couldn't refuse when he offered me the chance to try an extremely rare cut of beef, the hanger steak. From near the belly of the cow, it's tender and full of beefy flavour.
I think it's a very versatile cut. Why don't you start with it? Just cut and remove all the sinew. Okay. What's unique about Caveman Social is that we don't have a menu. You pick whatever steaks is from the butchery side.
Butchering and slicing meat isn't just a basic skill. It's the foundation of good cooking. How you cut affects texture, flavor, and even how a dish comes together. And Justin is a master. It's not as easy as it seems.
Yeah, there's quite plenty of trimming to do as well.
Time to marinate with some salt and paprika. And instead of searing or roasting the meat like I'm used to, Justin uses a high-speed oven, a hybrid of a microwave and a conventional oven designed to cook food faster.
So I'll let you do the honors, man.
Sure.
Yeah, to blow torch it.
You do get the smokiness from the torching, and there's still a bit of juiciness in the meat as well.
Looks good.
Wow, the doneness is spot on actually.
Thank you.
I'm very surprised. The meat is ready. Can't wait to eat.
I want Caveman Social to be non-pretentious. We can be located in any part of Singapore, but Balestier has its own unique identity, having this old-world charm.
There's a real satisfaction in breaking down your own meat, understanding every cut, and with Justin, you get to experience that for yourself. Bye, Justin. Not only can you eat well in Balestier, but there are plenty of options to keep you active too. My workout of choice is a martial art. I've been with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu for the past 5 years. Now, after moving into Balestier, I'm actually closer to my gym. Jiu-Jitsu is a very effective self-defense system that's all about technique. You have to be smart, not big, to contain your opponent.
My heel is gonna stay close to his belly.
Now I'm gonna choke you with your hand. It's a very intellectual sport. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of calculations. It's very good for emotional stability, so everyone supports each other, and together we learn effective self-defense.
Jiu-Jitsu teaches discipline, and cooking teaches me rhythm. Both keep me grounded. Every practitioner actually has a different way of playing the game. At the end of the day, it's about adapting as well. That's my 45-minute weekly session. Done. Now there's only one thing on my mind after all that sparring. More food. I'm here at Founder Bak Kut Teh, a popular Teochew-style bak kut teh restaurant that's also my favorite on Balestier Road. Bak kut teh, literally translating to pork bone tea, is a bone broth served with pork ribs that Balestier is especially famous for.
我是养猪场出身的，所以我出去卖肉骨茶，在咖啡店。我们来开这间是因为有一个名人，他跟我讲，我带来做生意来往的，你咖啡店吃肉骨茶有一点好像不好意思。他说，如果你是开整间的小吃店卖肉骨茶，我有做生意来往的，我肯定会带来吃你的肉骨茶。
And this is my dad. He's 80 now. So we started founder Bak Kut Teh in 1978. Last time they call this street a Bak Kut Teh street. So when people talk about Bak Kut Teh, they will come to Balestier.
Bak kut teh starts with pork ribs simmered for hours in a broth of garlic, pepper, and spices. The longer it cooks, the deeper the flavor until the meat is tender and the soup is full of warmth and aroma. The Teochew style of bak kut teh is a very spicy broth with pork bones as well as garlic. So it's very strong, it's very pungent, it's very peppery. We actually serve it with our fried dough fritters. So we dip it into the soup. It soaks up the flavor of the soup. I love how bak kut teh captures the balance of the peppery broth, the tender pork ribs, and that deep soulful flavor that's unmistakably Singaporean. Now that I'm living in Balestier, I think bak kut teh might just become a regular part of my diet. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Time for some wine. I'm here at 1953 at Tettenson, where around the corner there is a Le Climat, a wine bar, and today I'm on a very special date with somebody very important. Hi, Mom.
Hey, good to
Nice
see you.
Le Climat focuses on beautiful, thoughtfully curated wines and cheeses. So even though I'm a certified sommelier, I love coming here because Raj always introduces me to something new.
The philosophy in Le Climat basically is to
share what I enjoy, especially wines and cheese, which I think I can bring it to table with very reasonable pricing. We focus on smaller growers, a lot of emphasis on freshness. The duty of wine here is basically to complement the cheese. Okay, here you go. This is the menu.
Raj has chosen for us the Bidalo, a cheese from southwestern France that's made from a mix of cow's and goat's milk. He's pairing the cheese with a Cabernet Franc red wine from the Loire Valley. I like how the cheese is very similar to like a Pecorino. It pairs very well with the wine that you've selected as well.
The key is to have nice freshness in it, nice acidity.
Right, to good health.
Yes.
Cheers.
What separates Le Climat from other kinds of wine bar or cheese bars, in fact, is that it's very humble. We do not really get cheeses of this kind of quality. And of course, the wines as well. I love bringing my mum to places I know she will enjoy. And Balestier has so many great spots for us to explore together.
When he told me that he wanted to get a place in Balestier, I was really reluctant. But there are really a lot of good eateries around, and I really like to explore all these places with him.
What I love about Balestier is that it still has that human touch, where we have old shop houses and new ideas side by side. This is the energy that keeps me creating, and this is why this place feels like home.